Okay, let's put you down here. Oh, it needs to stretch. Well, that's good enough. I need a butterfly. Hey, what's up, girl? Ooh, my hips is tired. Yesterday, let me tell you, before I get into these things, well, it's just me and you. Or not. Is it? Okay. Anyway, so yesterday mind you, before I say this, I have about three, I think I might have two now, two gym memberships. And I went to Crunch, and I had a 1 day like free pass trial thing. And I was like, I've been to Crunch before, especially when I go to Virginia Beach. I go there with my friend, and I love that facility. Like, they have so many different machines there that a lot of the gyms that I go to either don't have, excuse me, don't have all in one facility, or um, I gotta go, like, it's not convenient. And then Crunch just has everything. Like, they have the hip thrust machine, they got, um, it's a list. Anywho, so I went there and I was like, I only got 1 day to work out. I'm about to get it in, and did. If I could pull, up, I think it used to allow you to. I don't want to press something and mess something up. It might be on Instagram that I'm thinking where you can pull up videos and pictures on live. I don't want to pull up the wrong thing, you know what I'm saying? But anywho, I'm doing well overall. I want to tell you just quickly before I get started with some of this nutrition topic and why I want to talk about it tonight. Um, I have been, this past week, guys, I made myself not work out. Like, anybody who's in my life regularly knows that I'm in the gym 5 to 6 days a week. And I have been overtraining for the past month. I don't know what's going on with me. Here, need some water. Left my water downstairs. But I've been overtraining, and that's going to be a whole different live topic. That might be an actual posted video, like long form video topic, because I'm at a different phase in my life right now where the videos that I was making circa 2020, like 17 to 20, obviously my life is in a very different place now. So my worries back then are way different than my worries now. But overtraining, constant uh, elevated cortisol, stress hormone levels are a thing. And when you really stress your body out, whether that be emotionally, physically, a combination of the two, spiritually, however, when your body doesn't know where the stress is coming from, it just knows that it's stressed, and it's going to eventually start to show up physically, in your physical conditions, your illnesses, your everyday on your face. And that's something that I'm still working on right now. As I've mentioned in the past couple lives, I'm still working on getting my hormones like back together in a better space, I guess. I don't want to say balanced because anyway, they're kind of out of whack right now. They're getting back to a better place, but I'm still trying to work through it. And one of the ways that I have to lower my cortisol is by not overtraining. And guys, I'll be the first one to let you know, if you drop Summer in a gym, 9 out of 10, I'm gonna do too much. I'm gonna do too much. Even if I try not to, I'm always going to be like, get that last rep in. Give it a little bit more than you had yesterday. And I try not to be like the, drill sergeant coach to myself, because I know that's not healthy to a certain extent. If you're just starting out and your body can kind of take some pummeling, maybe. When you're like 10 years deep into training and you're just doing it for no reason, no. So that's kind of where I am. Anywho, let's get into these nutritional tips, right? So I was just talking to a friend of mine, right? And they are working on approaching fasting um, for a possible like 3 to 7 day fast. And right now, they are trying to kind of like just do a daily fast, whatever. Um, and whether it be stress in their life, hormones, or just like actual hunger, I brought up the fact that, and I won't tell you to write this down, but it's a lot of information. So just so you can kind of like remember to store this, it could be helpful for you later. So, and I'm gonna kind of pull some of this in intuitively just to get it out correctly. I feel it. I feel like tingly, and yeah. When we are approaching nutrition from a caloric standpoint, which a lot of people do, um, and thinking about calories in, calories out, obviously you're not going to feel the same if two people have 2,000 calories a day, right? One person eats 2,000 calories worth of a Snickers or candy, whatever. The other person eats balanced meals, healthy food, whatever. And one thing that I actually recommend to a lot of the people that I talk to when it comes to like approaching eating healthy or starting a meal plan is give your body the same meal every day, in the sense of maybe like meal prepping, right? You don't have to prep everything for 7 days ahead, right? But the reason that I say this is because your body will get used to what you're giving it, and it will start to, our bodies are smart, right? They're adaptable. Whether that be to high amounts of stress or to what we're feeding them or to the conditions of the weather that we're in, our bodies are smart, they're intuitive. So if you eat the same thing for, I don't know if there's an actual time frame when this starts to happen, when your body kind of catches on, but let's just say a week, 7 days. If you eat the same meal at the same time for 7 days, your body is going to know the next day at that time when you go to eat, it's going to know what to expect. It's going to be prepared to break it down, to utilize what it can and dispel what it can't. Um, and in doing that, it can really help your body not to overwork itself all the time. Most Americans, we won't even talk about the SAD diet, right? SAD. But most Americans, and probably other people elsewhere, we wake up and we're so privileged to be able to eat whatever we want, right? So we don't wake up with, I'm going to wake up and eat the same 3 eggs, a half of an orange, and a piece of toast. Maybe some people will. But what do? What do I want to eat today? I want to go to McDonald's. No, I think I want to go to Wendy's. No, I think, oh, I'm going to go get a donut. And it becomes an emotional thing. What do I want to eat? Not what would my does my body need to eat? What does my body want to eat? It becomes a what do my emotions want to eat? And that obviously that can quickly be a problem because we're not sticking to any type of a plan. So if we have any type of fitness goals, any, just repetition is a big thing. But the point that I'm getting at is your body has to work so much harder when it can't predict what you're going to give it. So you eat chicken breast 3 days in a row, you're like, I'm tired of chicken breast. I want ice cream, a pizza, and hot dogs. your body's going to be in shock. Like, wait, I've been building up this bacteria. I've been taking the nutrients from this fruit that they've been eating, and it doesn't only have to be healthy food, right? We would all prefer, right? It should be healthy food, but even if you wake up and your normal typical diet is a burger, fries, and whatever drink, your body is gonna break down slowly, maybe, right? But it's gonna get used to digesting that the way that it knows how. If you change up the menu and all of a sudden you're eating chicken wings and spaghetti, now your body's like, again, almost in shock because it's not used to having to break anything like that down. So I do recommend, like I said, repetition in the beginning of starting any type of um, a meal plan, especially when it comes to detoxing and trying to lose weight. But eventually you are going to want to add some new things, add some leafy greens, add color to your palette, right? And by doing that, you're going to call in more nutrients that your body needs, because it could, you might be one of those people that can just eat the same thing every single day for a month or longer. I don't know how people do anyway. Um but now you're getting the calories you need, right? You're getting the macros you need, but now you're not getting all of the nutrients that you need because you're only eating those things. So you could be eating something super high in vitamin K, vitamin C, but you're not getting any vitamin D, right? Um and in experiencing, let me touch on this real quick. I have done every diet that you could probably think of between 2017 till now. And my metabolism is probably paying for that. Um, Slowly. I always bring up the fact that I never even knew what keto was when I lost 200 pounds. I lost 200 pounds before ever knowing what a low carb was. I knew what it was, just I didn't care. I didn't look at carbs. The only thing I really looked at in what I was eating was ingredients. Um, and I never counted a carb. I never, I'm just, I'm trying to explain that after losing 200 pounds, I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to do to lose the rest? I got to get strict. So I tried raw vegan. That helped me lose like 20 pounds in a month. I lost weight in places that I had never lost it before. I felt great spiritually. I felt the weakest I'd ever felt as a human physically. And my body naturally wants to work out. It wants to lift heavy, um, or if not heavy, it wants to lift. It wants to do hit. I'm not built in my mind. I won't limit myself by saying this, but I just don't feel like my body is built to be like a long distance runner. I'm not. I'm just not naturally built that way. Some people are. I'm not. So eating per se like the diet of a runner would not be conducive to my fitness goals or to even my body type, and could stress it out. And I think it really would. um, but that was one. I don't want to like stretch that out too much. More nutritional tips for when I didn't want to type such a long title to this live, but most all of what I'm talking about typically on this channel will go back to weight loss. And not only because I've lost weight, but because I truly, truly understand the importance of losing weight when it becomes, I don't have 15, 20 pounds to lose. I have life threatening weight to lose. I have fat on my liver weight to lose. Um, And in this past 2 months, guys, again, I want to make this an entire like live or video of its own, but I am going to go into like quick detail with my hormones being just all over the place. I've experienced a lot of what feels like diabetic issues or like insulin resistance, and I started a new schedule at work. And so I went from not typically eating in my day until around like 2 in the afternoon. Then I started working out at like 5 in the morning. And the type of workouts that I do, it's not a good idea to work out like that and not fuel your body afterward. So I didn't want to do these high intensity or heavy weight training workouts and then just not eat anything for hours and hours and hours. I'm going to become super irritable. I might faint, honestly. Been close. Um, and that's not the healthy way to go about training, right? You need to give your body what you're breaking down. And I'm definitely breaking down my muscles in the training that I do. We all are, right? So after trying to adjust my schedule, I'm finally back at a place where I'm not eating until noon, which is better. I would prefer not eating till like 1 or 2. The type of work that I do is a little stressful mentally. So I feel like that's a little bit of it too. Like I just get these little spikes of like stress, cortisol going up. And people around me are eating, like just snacking all the time. So it's a little bit of a triggering setting, right? I'm dealing with it. I'm settling into it for now. Um, what should you eat after a workout like that? I typically will go for, and this is after a workout for me, but this is also just when breaking my fast. The first thing that I will eat in my day will typically be some type of a high fat item. Being like, I'm not going to bite straight into avocado, right? But I'll probably have like avocado toast. On the toast that I use, it's like supposedly supposed to be keto toast, right? Very low on the carbs. So I don't try to go high carb at the same time while I'm eating my fat. But after working out like that, a lot of people do take in the, let me rewind. After working out heavy or hard like that, especially like after an intense leg day, that's when you should get all of your carbs for the day in. But the first thing that you put in your mouth, if you remember nothing else from this live at all, the very first thing that you put in your mouth when you break your fast for the day, whether it be 7 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, is gonna dictate what you want through the rest of your day. I promise, if you're used to waking up and eating 3 eggs, avocado toast, and turkey bacon, and then all of a sudden you wake up and eat an apple, watch how the things that you want throughout that day that you ate the apple are going to be very different from what you would typically want when you're eating your normal food. Not only because your body's used to eating that, but because the first thing you put in your mouth was sugar. Yes, it's a natural sugar. It's an apple. It's supposed to be healthy sugar, right? Or not, because it's natural, right? If anything is natural these days. Ooh. I'm gonna have to cut this live short in a minute, guys. My baby's calling me, and I have to read to him tonight, or he's gonna read to me. So, but I do want to finish that thought. I, um, what you eat dictates what you're gonna want throughout the day, and I find when I wake up, and especially if I don't work out and I just eat like a protein bar, or I eat a protein bar or something even just mildly sweet, that's what I want throughout the day. If I wake up and I eat protein pancakes and fruit, quickly, like soon after, I want more sugar. Even if I eat it and at the moment I feel satiated, I feel full, I feel good, I got energy, my energy is going to quickly drop because your sugar, the sugar in your protein, or the sugar that your body converts the protein into, is going to deliver you this, oh, this feels good. I feel satiated. I feel full. I feel like I can take on the day. Try to take on that day. And you're quickly going to be like, "Zoom. I need more sugar to come back up where I was." And it's a very vicious cycle. Some people can deal with this more easier than others, but for a lot of us who do have either insulin sensitivity or insulin resistance, or other metabolic issues or problems with your mitochondria, it's which is most Americans, for real. I can't speak for other places and other people because I don't know their cultures well enough, but at least for us over here, most of us got some issues. So we're not breaking down the foods that we should the way that we should. A lot of the things that we're trying to break down, our bodies don't even recognize as food. So that's a big thing. But I'm gonna get off, guys. Hopefully somebody found like some type of, what is it? Some type of useful information in what I've talked about. Um, you're welcome. You're very welcome. I'm gonna try to get on more, you guys. Um, oh yay! I'm glad. As long as I get on and I reach one person in these lives, even if I'm just sitting here like low key talking to myself, I don't care because I know somebody somewhere is gonna hear something that I'm saying. Because half of the time when I'm talking, I'm not even talking from me; it's coming through me. I'm just a vessel. Okay. So I hope you guys have a great night. I'm gonna try to get up here tomorrow. I want to start doing these like weekly daily lives, at least doing it like throughout the week, and tapping in with you guys on the, like in the evenings around like probably like an hour before this if I can. Um, but yeah, so if you guys would like that, let me know. I'm going to be trying to post more shorts as well. I'm going to be trying to do a lot of things. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great night. I'll talk to you later. Bye.